Heart of a Woman.
Heart of a Woman, Shorn Des Vignes Daniel on set. I have with me Sister Doris Gray, and we're just talking, and you're just sharing. You know, we're not just talking, you're sharing a lot of wisdom with us. And when destiny calls, and truly you are a woman of destiny, as I said before. So before we went to break, Sister, we were talking about, women and single women in the church. But how do you, what advice would you give to a single woman if she wants a husband? How should she prepare? What do you think? What are your thoughts?
Well, first, you must have a prayer life,
Yeah.
and you talk to the Lord. And I know they have a saying that, you talk to God about something, and you pray, and you will get it.
Yes.
This instant thing that you will get it if you pray about it and that kind of thing. But sometimes it does not come instant.
You have to wait
and
on the Lord.
you have to wait on the Lord.
Yeah.
Because you have short crops, like the tomatoes and that,
Yes.
and you have the long crops.
Yes.
And God, I always tell my children, God is an on-time God. He never late. And you just have to have patience and trust God for what you want. Don't be in a hurry. Take your time, because I know of people who hurry and it didn't work out for them. You understand? But if you take your time and you wait on the Lord, He's going to meet your needs.
Yes.
Don't be too hurry.
And while you're waiting, you prepare.
You wait when you prepare yourself.
Yeah.
And there's a way you have to carry yourself, my sister.
Right, so let's talk about that.
You carry yourself
how do you think they should prepare, taking care of themselves?
Yes, you put yourself in a nice way. Yeah. I remember going to management development, and there was this lecturer, and he was saying, you must market yourself, which I don't agree with his statement. But it's how
he's talking from a business perspective. Yes,
and so on. But I believe a young person must carry themselves in a decent manner.
Yes.
Right?
Men and women.
Right, men and women. But we ladies, we have to, you know what I mean, carry yourself.
Take care of yourself.
You look at how the kingdom people, the queen and the princess, the way and we are kingdom people.
Yes.
Sometimes they say we want to be like how the people of the world dress. I mean to say it wouldn't be dowdy, but at the same time,
but you have to look
good.
royal.
Right, you have to look good out there.
Yes.
And depending who you're looking at, who you're trying to attract. You understand? You put yourself to suit. The type of person you want, who you're catering for, right? And make sure you put yourself in a, you know what I mean?
In a way that would attract something
the person
good
that you're looking for.
Yes.
And back it up with prayer.
Back it up
and when I say pray, not only kneeling on your knees as you walk on the road, you're talking to the Lord.
Yes.
And you talk to God, and God will answer your prayer.
Yes.
And that kind of stuff. And so I will tell my children certain things, my girls, and them, even though they don't agree with me, because when children are teenagers, is a different kettle of fish. Is not like when they were children. They have their own mind and they have their own way.
Yes.
But me as a mother, I ain't changing from what I think is the right way. I just tell them on righteous streets, on straight streets.
You're not changing.
I'm not backing down.
Yes.
I can't tell them because they're not kids anymore. But at the same time, I still uphold my integrity, the way how I see it, and that kind of thing. And I'll carry myself as an example to them. It'll leave to them to do, to follow me. But I mean, you can't force them. You understand? And I do try to, to tell them to do what they don't want to do, because they are big people.
They're adults.
Yes, they're adults.
Yes.
But at the same time, you stick to what you believe.
Of course.
Because I remember when I was at Scarborough Church, there were the ladies who used to look out for us. And they will talk to us.
The younger ladies.
Yes, and I think that is what is so necessary in the church today. We need mothers in the church.
Yes.
Not to criticize the young people,
Yes.
not to criticize them. I don't believe in criticizing young people. I believe in talking to them nice and that kind of thing. Today I was traveling, I was going to the mall, and I went with this young guy, in the car. And when I almost reached, I pay him. And then he took the money. I say, well, say thank you. And he looked at me. This we could see come from a good family. He looked at me, said, thanks very much. And I told him, I say, I wish that everything work out good for you today. You have a nice day, free from accident. And he smiled. That is the way you have to deal with the young people. You don't pull them down and try to think, oh, they need us.
They need,
and remember, we were young too.
Well,
I make mistakes too. I make mistakes too. So I don't believe in that kind of thing. And I remember when I was going to church with these ladies in the church, Pastor Prescott's mother, the Johnson grandmother, and those older folks in church, they used to look out for us and look out for even the children. So whatever they leave with me, I will impart it. And if you look at these people and you look at the children, you see how the children bless because of the way they took care of other people. And that is what we have to do. And you meet them, you talk with them. And I don't talk with them when they're in a rage and that kind of thing. But when I have the opportunity to talk to young people, I will do it. That is what God have us here for. Sometimes we look at the government to do this and the social people do, but we can impart too. Because that is what the older folks did to me. And I will do it to the younger folks. You know, sometimes you see them in thing, and I'm not critical of young people. I love them. I love the young people.
I love that. And I love the point that you made, that you were young once.
Of course.
And
I make mistakes.
And I think sometimes the older folks tend to forget that they had to overcome something.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. So and now it is even worse because you have so many things going against the children.
Exactly. Technology, which is good, but they're exposed to so many
Exactly. So we cannot be too hard on our young people. We have to help them as much as we can, you know? And if you can talk to them, and you'll be amazed that these children that we call rebellious, when you get talking to them, how they submit to you and to listen is amazing. Even the boys that you see, sometimes, you know, there is one that is passing across a drug one, and the children will tell me, Mommy, look your boy passing. I will come by me and I will talk with him. You don't scorn these people. They are human beings. We have to talk with them. And some of them come from good family. I don't ever, whatever opportunity I have, I talk to young people. Because I want to see them grow up and like good men and women, and they will change. They will change.
Have to encourage.
Sometimes when I talk to them and sometimes they tell me, Tanti, just call me Tanti. Tanti, I went to prison and I thought when I come out I would be better. And you know, sometimes you feel your heart give out when you listen to their stories. As much as you see them on the streets, they need our help.
They need people to
to talk with them. Don't scorn them. Don't look down on them. Talk with them. They are God's people too.
Sister Gray, I pray that, you know, the elderly, the more mature women in the church, that listening to and to what you're saying, that they will take heed and remember what the scripture says.
Exactly.
You know, that older women
must teach the younger women. That used to happen long ago. We have to go back to that. Even our community is a small community, you know. If we organize, you will surprise to see what will come out of it. Just as how they have the village program, the Better Village, and so they can maintain that thing and develop it. And make it easy. And people there willing to help.
Because, you know, things have changed so much. There are some young women growing up without mothers.
Exactly.
You know, growing up without grandmothers. Long ago, if you did not have a mother, you had a grandmother that was there to assist. But today, the grandmothers are just as young as the girls. So truly, if you see people, young people needing help, we need to do that. Sister Grace, something I always wanted to ask you about your prayer life. Because you can't be like this unless you have a strong prayer life. What is a day in the life of Doris Gray like today?
Well, sister, if you go and ask my children, they will tell you. I love to pray.
I know that.
I love to. Sometimes I look at the news at night and I will fall asleep because I love to listen to when they give the poll. And sometimes I don't even get the poll. I will fall asleep. I have my radio by my bed. I have my Bible. I have the original King James Version. I bought a Dake Bible. And I have 3 Bibles, but I have this little old one, I carry to church. I just love it because my Bible, I'll mark it out. Since
Yes.
Pastor Prescott days when he preach and what Sunday I have that out. Pastor Gift I have it. So sometimes when I want to look, I look and I see, you know, understand, mark my Bible and I would read. And I love to pray.
Yes.
And at night when I get up, when the night is still, you see like 3 in the, I just tell people, you can call me 3 in the morning, you know. I am there with the word.
Yes.
Because the night is so peaceful and calm. And I would read the word and meditate on it and talk to the Lord and so on. And say, Lord, you know, and let me tell you, one of my desire is to see my children, all of them, come back to the Lord.
Amen.
And serve Jesus.
Yes.
And it's something in me. And I remember when I was celebrating my birthday and so on, and they surprised me because I've never celebrated a birthday. My husband,
Really?
no, my husband was born during the Christmas time, so he always celebrated. I will acknowledge my birthday,
Yes.
but not in this celebratory mood as my husband used to do it. And he born Christmas time, so he was there. But if I wanted to celebrate it, it was okay, but I never bothered. So they decided to to
Surprise you.
surprise me and my son. You was at church when
No,
they
I was
came,
not church that day.
And my son came from away. The second one, the same one who used to be the chairperson.
Yes.
He came and I was always saying, "Mommy, come get ready, pack your clothes," and you know this kind of surprise thing. And I spent the weekend at the Magdalena.
Wow.
And with there now we had a family get together there and stuff. And they had this birthday cake, velvet cake and thing. And when we were finished and stuff, when I blew out the candles and stuff, they said, "Mommy, to make a wish." And my wish was for them to come back to the Lord.
Yes.
All
And
of
they
them
will,
to
they
serve
will.
the Lord.
They will come
I
back to
ain't
the Lord.
wishing nothing. That is the most important.
Yes.
Because we have a soul to save, a heaven to
Yes.
gain.
Yes.
And every time I prayed, that's what I would pray. And my grandchildren, you ask them, when they're in their bedroom and they're there and thing, when I open it, I say, "Come on, pray, pray, pray." So sometimes, as soon as they see me, they're all shouting, "Pray, pray." That is
They
what
may
we have
think
to
that
do.
that's funny, but that is what's keeping them.
Exactly. I said,
Yes.
"Pray, pray." So they have it now like a slogan for me.
Yes,
as soon
that's
as they see
okay.
me push the door,
Yes.
they all pray, pray. But sister, we have to do that.
We have to
We have to pray for
are,
our nation.
Are you one of those grandmothers that do the oil?
Well, I will oil them sometime, like when they're sleeping. I will do
Yes.
that, but I will think you have to pray and not, sometimes when they're not sleeping, they will start to run and couch and do this kind of thing. Granny. And
Granny's coming with the
to
oil.
So I wait until they're sleeping.
Yes.
And I go in and I do what
do that
my
to my
thing.
children.
Right. And that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. But sister, we have to get serious with that prayer thing, eh?
Yes, we
because
do.
it is necessary
It is
in the
necessary.
nation. And
Yeah.
if we have praying mothers, plenty thing will change. Sometimes we're pointing fingers at who and who. We're pointing fingers at the wrong direction.
The change begins with you.
Exactly.
It starts with
And
you.
with the home. And if everybody, I remember my grandmother, when on Friday evening we used to go down by our grandmother. And our grandmother, they believe in prayer.
Yes. So guys, we're taking a quick break and we'll be right back.
Heart of a Woman,